A very good morning to all. In today's video, we will discuss the concept of principle of flotation, and the topic which we are going to discuss is the last one from this chapter. Okay, and then after we will proceed with our next new chapter. Okay, so today we will be discussing about principle of flotation and then the relation between volume of submerged part of a floating body and the density of liquid and the body. So the second part which I have abhi uttered is all about the relationship, okay, that is the volume of the submerged part about the volume of the body is equals to the densities of body and the liquid. Okay, so I've already gave you the written material related to principle of flotation. Whatever is written there related to weight and buoyant force, we have discussed the three cases. First one is buoyant force is less than weight, buoyant force is equal than weight, and then buoyant force is greater than weight. Okay, so this all we have already learned in the concept of like when a body floats or sink. Okay, so I think the two times we are dealing with the same concept, only the left part is principle of flotation. So what is principle of flotation? Principle of flotation simply explains the condition when a body floats in water. So the condition is the only flotation concept will arise when the weight of body is equal to the weight of liquid displaced by the submerged part of the body. We know that when a body floats with half of the part submerged and half of the part above the water, then the submerged part will displace some weight of the liquid. Is that clear? Submerged part will displace some of the weight of the liquid, and the weight of the liquid or the amount of the liquid displaced by that submerged part is equal to the buoyant force. We know that weight can be defined as force as well. Therefore, first we need to calculate the weight of the displaced liquid, and then therefore we can calculate the buoyant force. Is that clear? So principle of flotation simply explains that weight of the body is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced. Now when we are about to calculate the net force, net weight or the apparent weight, then we subtract the two forces acting. So what we did, we have just to calculate the apparent weight or the apparent force which is acting on the body, net force जो body पे लग रहा है, because we know that body is exerting downward force because of the weight, downward force, and the liquid is exerting upward force. Okay, now according to principle of flotation, this W is equals to the buoyant force. So the net force will be W minus FB. नेट फोर्स में हम क्या करते हैं, दोनों डायरेक्शंस के जो फोर्स होते हैं उसको सब्ट्रैक्ट करते हैं. नाउ सिंस हियर दीज बोथ आर इक्वल, सो वी कैन कैंसल आउट ईच अदर एंड वी विल हैव apparent weight is equals to 0. Is that clear? Now this was the image of the condition of flotation when W1 is equals to W2. Here W1 can be considered as weight acting downward and W2 can be considered as the buoyant force acting upward. Okay, so now weight of the body is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced. This was all about the principle of flotation, and the body will float just inside the liquid. The body will float just inside the liquid with some fraction of its part above. The apparent weight of the body is 0 and we have calculated it. Now the next and the last is relationship between volume of submerged part and the density of liquid and the body. So here the relationship is written as small v upon capital V is equals to rho s, that is density of solid, upon density of liquid. Okay, here a small v indicates the volume of submerged part, capital V indicates the total volume of the solid, rho s indicates the density of solid, and rho l indicates the density of the liquid in which the solid is submerged. Now here let us consider small v, ये वॉल्यूम है उस पार्ट का जो पानी में सबमर्ज्ड है, एंड कैपिटल V इज द टोटल वॉल्यूम. ओके, टोटल वॉल्यूम. नाउ let rho s be the density of the liquid and rho l be the density of rho s is the density of solid and rho l be the density of liquid. Now we know that when a solid is merged or when a solid is placed in a liquid, it exerts a downward force due to its weight, and we know weight is equals to mass into acceleration due to gravity. This was the formula. And we know mass is equals to what? By density, what we have? Mass upon volume. Okay, now if I consider this be rho s, because weight is because of the solid, so here we will consider the density of solid. Okay, so here we will consider rho s, and here we will consider capital V. Why? Because we are considering solid as a whole, and whole solid is exerting a downward force because of its weight, therefore we are considering whole volume. Is that clear? So W is equals to mass into acceleration due to gravity. From here, mass is equals to rho s into capital V into G. This we have. Is that clear? बिकॉज आप यहाँ से मास की वैल्यू निकाल सकते हो डेंसिटी और वॉल्यूम को मल्टीप्लाई करके. दिस वॉज ऑल अबाउट वेट विच इज एक्टिंग डाउनवर्ड. नाउ नेक्स्ट, अकॉर्डिंग टू प्रिंसिपल ऑफ फ्लोटेशन, वेट of the body is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by its submerged part. जो टोटल वेट डाउनवर्ड की तरफ एक्ट कर रहा है बॉडी का, वो वेट ऑफ द लिक्विड डिस्प्लेस्ड के इक्वल होगा. और वो कितना वेट लिक्विड का डिस्प्लेस्ड होगा वो डिपेंड करेगा कि कितना पार्ट उस सॉलिड का सबमर्ज्ड है. इज दैट क्लियर? And that weight of the liquid displaced is equal to the upthrust force, or it give rise to buoyant force, or buoyant force is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced. So first of all we have calculated the weight. Now let us calculate what? The buoyant force. The buoyant force. So by buoyant force we know buoyant force is equals to V rho G. So here rho, that is density, will be buoyant force is because of liquid, so here density will be rho L, density of liquid. And we are talking about buoyant force. buoyant force किसके कारण है? उस पार्ट के कारण जो पानी में सबमर्ज्ड है. तो here we will consider small v. Is that clear? Now did you understand कि how we are taking small v and rho L? Rho L we are taking because the buoyant force is because of liquid. Rho S we have taken because weight was because of whole solid. Small v we are taking because buoyant force is only because of the submerged part and is acting only on the submerged part. So whose volume is a small v, and the weight is because of the whole body and whose volume was capital V. Now by principle of flotation we have the downward force, that is weight, is equal to the upward force, that is buoyant force. Is that clear? So now what we have? Weight we have already calculated as capital V rho S into G, and here buoyant force we have calculated as small v rho L into G. So G and G will be cancelled out because this is constant, this is same, and we are left with what? We are left with small v upon capital V can be brought to this side, capital V is equals to, this will be here only, rho S upon this rho will be bring to this side, rho L. So what we have? Small v, that is volume of submerged part, upon total volume of the solid or a body is equals to the density of the solid upon the density of liquid. So from this relation what we have? Now see, the submerged part volume is directly related to the density of solid, Is that clear? Okay, that means a solid whose density will be more, जो solid ज़्यादा denser होगा या जो ज़्यादा भारी होगा वो ज़्यादा पानी में submerged होगा. That means maximum volume of its part will be submerged, and therefore we can say the volume of submerged part is directly related to the density of solid. If solid will be less denser, small volume will be submerged. If solid will be more, the volume of submerged will be more. Is that clear? So here we have weight of the body is equals to buoyant force, and simply we have to place the value of weight and buoyant force, we will cancel out the value of G and we will get V, small v upon capital V is equals to rho S upon rho L, which is written as volume of immersed part of the body upon total volume of the body, that is small v upon capital V, is equals to density of the body, that is rho S, and the density of the liquid, that is rho L. Is that clear? Now let us discuss some inference related to principle of flotation. First is here a floating body of higher density has its more volume submerged inside the liquid. That abhi I explained you कि if the density of the solid will be more, it is directly proportional to the volume of submerged part. If the density is more of its part will go inside the water, and if its density is less, it will be on the surface of water and less part will be inside the water. Means ज़्यादा भारी होगा तो वो ज़्यादा पानी में डूबेगा, that means more of its volume is immersed inside the liquid. Is that clear? And we know that more it is submerged, more it will experience upthrust. जितना ज़्यादा पानी में बॉडी का पार्ट सबमर्ज्ड होगा उतना ही ज़्यादा अपथ्रस्ट वो बॉडी एक्सपीरियंस करेगा. Second, a body floats in liquid of different densities only when the density of body is less than or equal to the density of liquid. So if the density of body is less or if it is equal, then only it will float. अगर डेंसिटी कम होगी, अगर बॉडी हल्की होगी लिक्विड से या बॉडी और लिक्विड की डेंसिटी दोनों इक्वल होगी तभी बॉडी फ्लोट करेगी. अगर बॉडी ज़्यादा भारी होगी लिक्विड से देन श्योरली इट विल सिंक. द वॉल्यूम ऑफ बॉडी सबमर्ज्ड इन द लिक्विड विल डिक्रीज एंड ऑब्वियसली अगर बॉडी हल्की होगी तो वो कम सिंक करेगी, फ्लोट करेगी तो कम हिस्सा ही उसका पानी में डूबेगा with the increase in density of the liquid. In each case, the upthrust by the liquid on the body, that is the weight of the liquid displaced by submerged of the part of the body, is same and is equal to the weight of the body. That is here in the last line simply it is explained that when a body floats, it is in the equilibrium state. What do you mean by equilibrium state? वेट जो बॉडी का है जो डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन में लग रहा है, अपथ्रस्ट या बायन फोर्स उसको क्या कर रहा है, बैलेंस कर दे रहा है. बिकॉज दे बोथ आर इक्वल एंड देयरफॉर द अपरेंट वेट इज ज़ीरो. अगर इनमें से कोई भी एक ग्रेटर होता तो फ्लोटेशन की कंडीशन नहीं आती. जो फ्लोटेशन की कंडीशन, जो हम इक्विलिब्रियम कंडीशन की बात कर रहे हैं, वो नहीं आती. इक्विलिब्रियम कंडीशन विल ओनली बी देयर व्हेन द वेट ऑफ द लिक्विड विल बी प्योरली बैलेंस्ड बाय द अपथ्रस्ट or the buoyant force. That is when we will follow the principle of flotation. That is when weight of the body is equal to the volume or the weight of the displaced liquid. Is that clear? So now try to get it from the book itself. This is the last topic we are discussing with the chapter. If any doubt related to this particular chapter, chapter 5, that is upthrust in fluids, Archimedes principle and flotation. Okay, so you can just mention it either in a WhatsApp group or in a comment. Thank you.